Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Capricorn might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for the last 10 days of April 2020, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year or so from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you will find a message for you within the reading. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, this is why at the beginning of my videos I always say Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, because if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to your other signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Capricorn and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any messages for Capricorn for the last 10 days of April 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Capricorn for the last 10 days of April 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Capricorn for the last 10 days of April 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Capricorn for the last 10 days of April 2020? Okay, and one more time, and that feels good. And we'll go ahead and start. Okay. All right, now I am going to divide these into 3 columns here. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3 stacks, columns, whatever. And the card on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords talks about finding that balance, coming to a truce, finding a happy medium with your partner, seeing things for how they really are, not necessarily the romanticized version of how you want them to be, making the best decision. Twos are always about making decisions. It relates back to number 2 in the major arcana, the High Priestess. Okay, so it's always talking about decisions, and like I said, in this case it's about, you know, where there's conflict, it's finding that truce so that the two of you can work on things amicably, if I say that right. Anyway, so this is going to be the overall energy for your reading, and as I go through your spread, then I'm going to come back and show you how this card's going to relate to the different cards in your reading. Okay, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, columns. The first is for you. Okay, things that you have been going through, things you're currently dealing with, and things, people, and situations that are coming towards you. The second row is the same thing, only it's for your beloved, your intended twin flame, soulmate, karmic partner, a divine counterpart. This could be an ex that you still feel those really deep soul ties with, and you want that reconciliation more than anything. This could be somebody that you just met, and the first person generally that you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, or the last person you're thinking about in the evening when you go to bed. Okay, so the third row is about obstacles, challenges, fears, anxieties, that type thing. And neither one of those cards look like obstacles and challenges, but we'll have to see how the read goes. And your outcome is the 4th column. So far, so good. Really good, actually. All right, Capricorn. So we have the Page of Swords, and we have this 7 of Pentacles, and it shows me that you've been working on this situation. It appears to be very, very important to you. You may be dealing with an air sign, and it shows that, you know, you guys are working on things, you're talking about things, you're trying to make it work, you're giving the extra love and care that you need to the situation. And the pages are always about opening lines of communication. Now, earlier at the beginning, the overall energy is your Two of Swords. So this is talking about, you know, you both are willing and ready to work on these things, to talk things out and find the best that's going to work for both of you. Now, your partner has the Ten of Swords as well as the Six of Wands. So this is their past one, and this is what they are currently feeling about you and the situation. So where they may have been hurt and betrayed in the past, they've healed and moved on from that, and they see you as basically the prize, the one that they've been waiting for. They are viewing you as somebody, you know, they can parade around like arm candy, basically, whether you're a man or a woman. Even if you're a woman, you like to go off and show your sexy hunky boyfriend around and be seen with him, and vice versa if you're a guy. So this is somebody that you can be proud of, not just physically because of the way they look, but you know, there's good moral compatibility between the two of you, and this person has a sense of relief when they are with you that you are going to be a more suitable partner for them. Now, your obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties. Well, you have this Page of Cups here as well as the Empress. There could be, like this particular air sign that you're dealing with might possibly be a Libra. This is someone that you view, you know, in a beautiful and pleasing way. This is someone who is nurturing. That you're viewing this kind of like, you know, you might be seeing your partner with brand new eyes. It also can talk about fertility and pregnancy and things like that. It talks about motherhood as well as all things that relate to mother and mothering, like the nurturing and the caretaking situation. So, you know, possibly there's always this chance of pregnancy. So especially when it's in your obstacles and challenges, not that pregnancy is always an obstacle or challenge, but a lot of times it certainly is a surprise. Okay. But this offer of love that you have that's coming in, maybe from a water sign, might throw a little monkey wrench into your plans a little bit. Okay. So this is an additional person coming in. It's showing me that you have some options that are going to make themselves known to you. All right, so Capricorn, in your outcome, we have the King of Wands as well as the Emperor. Again, there's more options showing up here. These, you know, all these court cards and major arcana are representing people that are coming into the equation. Now, you know, this could very well be you, especially if you have a lot of fire in your chart, or the Emperor could be you. Even if you're female, okay, there's no gender in the tarot. It's about the energy that this card is representing. So this could be, you know, again, another love that's coming into your life. It's making themselves known to you. But generally, when you have that type thing going on, the King of Wands tends to be the one that's a little bit of a player. And then you have this Emperor, who may be the one that's more solid and has a more genuine feel to them. So this original person we talked about, this air sign at the beginning, this could very well be the one that's offering you that stability. And even though the Emperor is usually representing Taurus or things like this, Taurus is ruled by Venus as well as Libra, which is another air sign. And your Two of Swords, where this is represented by the new moon in Libra. So that very possibly could be a Libra that is of significance in your life at this time. All right, now, I laid out 4 rows with 2 cards in each column for 8 cards. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. Okay, usually by the time we get to the end of the spread, we have a really good reading going on there. If we don't, just tune in for May's, okay? And you'll see your little saga continue. All right, so for your column, I have the King of Pentacles as well as the Fool. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, okay? So if you see my face contort like it just did, then just bear with me. Okay, your partner has that 9 of Swords. Step down from that 10 of Swords before, as well as the Knight of Swords, okay? Your obstacles and challenges, the King of Cups, as well as the 5 of Swords. Again, more challenges and obstacles of options and third-party situations coming in. All right, you guys, I'm in the swamp outside of New Orleans in a little camper, okay? Ugh, about to sneeze. There is a train that is about a quarter mile from here, and it's starting to come through right now. So if you hear this, that's what that is, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and press stop for just a minute so you guys don't have to listen to it, because it might take 2 or 3 minutes, okay? I'll be right back. All right, sorry for that interruption. I've been having a sneezing fit. Now this pollen and stuff. My doors are open so I get better light. That train track is probably a quarter mile from here, but I swear when I play back videos that I previously recorded and that train is going, that seems like it's all you can hear. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So with your partner, in that second row, we had, okay, let me see how many put down here. Okay, so we had your obstacles and challenges, and now we're going to do your outcome. And that's going to be the 9 of Wands as well as the Hierophant. Okay, and that completes your second row. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do this one more time to get a final reading. I'm sorry, the pollen is so big here in the swamp. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles as well as the Fool. All right, this talks about, you know, you have these brand new beginnings we were talking about earlier. We're talking about nurturing. This is like a baby garden here he's got here, and he's taking care of that tender vegetation, and he's making sure that it has everything it needs to grow properly. And that's basically what you're doing with this relationship. You as the King of Pentacles, earlier we had the Emperor, okay, and even though that's represented by Taurus, you being Capricorn, it's still an earth sign, so it's still relating back to you. And you are, oh gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, so you are at this part of your life where you have the stability. You've learned most of your lessons. You're not wanting to be in a relationship where you're having these games and everything, and you're ready to start over with your partner, either a reconciliation, a brand new relationship. But there's a brand new start to it. There's a brand new feel to it. Like, yeah, let's do this. You're so sure of yourself that you're just jumping right into the situation, and that's what's going on. All right. Now in your partner's column, we have that 9 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Now earlier your partner had this 10 of Swords where maybe in their past they had felt a little bit of betrayal and stuff. This 9 of Swords is showing me that, you know, they still think about it. They still feel that hurt sometimes. They're maybe a little insomniac-ish, thinking about it at night. If they get into a new relationship, are we going to have the same type situations happening again? But this Knight of Swords is showing me that they are going to go ahead and move full strength ahead, full speed ahead into this relationship, that they are setting aside all those relationships. Now you have this Knight of Cups earlier in the same column for your obstacles and challenges, and I was talking about it being a third-party situation coming in, offering you this love, this new situation, okay? So you may very well, this King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person that's coming into your life, it's like, hey, did you forget about me? Why are you starting a new relationship? They're going to cause a little bit of conflict and issues between you and your new partner. So you may have this person that you could have been on the outs with, re-entering your life and wanting that fresh start with you. They may even go so far as to offer you marriage, as to offer you like a lifetime with them, even if you don't believe in marriage. You've been through some pain and some heartaches with this water sign. I'm really feeling a Scorpio vibe to this right now, but it's leaving you feeling like, you know, you really had this strong attraction to this water sign. You really had this very, very strong, you know, soul ties with this person, but they hurt you, okay? So you're thinking about it, but you're a little guarded. Do I give up everything? Do I give up this new relationship that appears to be everything that I want it to be? Or do I go back to my Scorpio, my water sign, my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It can be any water sign, but like I said, I'm really feeling Scorpio in this particular instance. And I don't know why. It's just the messages that my spirit guides are letting me in on. It's just that feeling, you know, where you're just like sure of something. But if you're not dealing with the Scorpio, like I said, just disregard it. All right, now we're going to your third column. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling. This pollen is so bad out here. You have the Magician as well as the Page of Cups. Okay, your partner has the Seven of Swords as well as the Queen of Cups. Your obstacles and challenges are the Lovers as well as the Ace of Wands. Those two always like seem to show up a lot together lately. And in your outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I'm going to put this is, you know, this is kind of like all over the place. This is like you've got so many, you're starting a new relationship because you're hurt and you lost another love of your life kind of thing. And just when things get going good, this ex-partner, this water sign, most likely, you know, a Scorpio out of the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that person's going to show back up. They're going to woo you with sex and pretty words and things like that and partying and stuff like this to get you back. And at the same time, do you go back to the same type of situation that you were in, where maybe they had left you feeling insecure because they were always having additional options or not handling properly the options that were coming into their lane, and, you know, disregarding them or eliminating them from their life because you deserve that undivided attention of the person that you're with. So I'm going to go ahead and just randomly pull two cards out from anywhere. Okay, so it's got the Nine of Pentacles, and I'm just going to pull this out here. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so those are going to be like just additional little bonus clarifier type stuffs when we get to the end of this reading. All right, so with the Magician and this Page of Cups, you have missed your water sign so much that even though you've been with this new person, sorry, door's open, little bees are flying in. Okay, and they're little tiny baby bees. I've never seen anything like them. There's little bitty, they're like bees, but they're little bitty tiny little things. I've never seen that. Okay, so you have manifested through the law of attraction, even if it's been unintentionally. And this person could very well be your twin flame, where they're going to come in your life and they're going to leave your life and you're going to leave their life and you're going to come back until you guys get it right and you figure everything out. Okay, but even though you're moving on and you have this other option of this earth sign that's in your life, of this air sign, I'm sorry, that's in your life, you cannot forget your water sign. And they're offering this to you. So, yeah, when you think about something, whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's going to manifest in your life. If you really want a promotion at work and you're like, I'll never get it, I'll never get it, you'll never get it, no matter how qualified you are. But if you view yourself as if you already have that, if you see this person as the only option that you see yourself spending the rest of your life with, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Even if you move on, it's going to be this coming back together. So yeah, when you least expect it, intentionally or unintentionally, you have manifested your water sign back into your life. So your partner has the Seven of Swords as well as the Queen of Cups. So this water energy, again, you have this person who's coming in, but you have this problem with this person. Even though they may feel to be the love of your life, you're just gonna die if you're not with this person. You know that there's a side of them that is not really anything that you're happy with. There could be like some sneaking and lying and manipulation going on. Water signs are notorious for, especially when they are in relationships with earth signs, scolding their partner into doing a certain way, or making them feel guilty that they don't get enough attention or whatever. And when they don't get that attention from you, they never hesitate to, not everybody, so nobody get upset here with me, but The people that write me, my clients for over the last 35, 40 years, okay? Yes, I'm really, really old. I'm like 60 years old, okay? So anyway, you have this feeling that this person is always going to be doing that same cheating, that same manipulating, that same thing that they're going around that they've always done. So if you start this over, you already know what's going to happen if you don't feel like enough time has passed, or if this person is not going. So be really, really sure before you give up that security and that loving relationship that you have with your air sign that's come into your life, okay? That can offer you that love and respect and that loyalty, that balance that you need. Because, you can keep going back to this water sign, and you're going to have that roller coaster of emotions. And that dopamine, that's some really, really addictive stuff, where it's like, a reward, and you have the argument, and then you have the reward. You have the argument, and you have the love making, and then you go back and forth and back and forth, and it's almost like you feel like you're winning a prize. It's like what gamblers feel. It's like what people who have chemical addictions feel when they might have tried to quit alcohol or drugs or things like that, and then they take that drink again, and their brain just lights up. And this is how it feels when you're with that water sign, okay? Even though it might be a situation that's not the best for you, you definitely want to have that person in your life because of that something that's there. So you do see this person. This is your obstacles and challenges. And just like I said, you have this Ace of Wands along with the Lovers. This is about lust and passion and the sexuality of this relationship. And you get drawn into that. Okay. There's going to come a time in your life when you're much older, and these type things are not as important to you, even though that desire and that aspect of your life will still be present. You realize that there's more to life than just that passion. Okay, you need more substance. You need things that are of more value spiritually. Okay, so when you think about this person, erase that whole part of the sex and passion stuff away from it and see what's left before you make your decision and get drawn back into it, because this is definitely what keeps bringing you back again and again to your King of Cups. Okay. All right, so when we get to your outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Three of Cups. So maybe you are going to go ahead with your relationship with your air sign and kind of keep an open door for your water sign. Maybe a little third party situation going on, maybe not being as honest with your person as you should be, kind of like keeping your water sign on the back burner. Like, if it doesn't work out with this air sign, I'm going to go back to my water sign. Or you could still just have that whole little flirtatious thing going on with your water sign until you're sure that that is exactly what it is you want to do. But with this Queen here, that tells me that you're definitely in control of the situation. You can kind of juggle both. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles along with the Wheel of Fortune. So for such a long time, remember, you had that Seven of Pentacles and you were really, really working on it. Now that relationship is coming to fruition. It's lovely. It's beautiful. You're focused on this lovely bird, which is representing more air signs. So definitely it just tells me that, if you do stay with this air sign, which seems to be the better option for you than this water sign. And I've had situations like that before where you keep going back to the bad guy or whatever, but when you finally have that situation where it's beautiful and romantic and there's a lot of respect for each other. Once you do that, if you choose that, your whole luck is going to change. Your whole outlook in the world is going to change. You're going to find that you're less stressed. You're not worrying about things. You're not always worried about when the next shoe is going to drop. Things will just settle down and begin to evolve for you. Okay. All right, so Capricorn, that is your reading for the last 10 days of April 2020. And I realize it is like the 21st, I think. It's the 21st. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm late getting some of these out because Wi-Fi is not the greatest here. Not the greatest here. I can't get a lot of reception. I can record, but I can't get them uploaded as quick as I want to. Yesterday, I think I actually drove into the Walmart in Chalmette and went there and uploaded because it was so quick. It's just uploaded them really quick. So I got 3 up yesterday. If these don't upload or they end up taking like 6 hours or so to upload, I'll probably write out there again later and upload these so you guys can have them this afternoon. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for all of your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all of your very, very generous donations, especially in light of the financial crisis that the entire world seems to be in at the time. I know what a sacrifice that is for you guys to make those donations, and I'm telling you, I really, really appreciate it. I'm not here begging for them or anything, but I'm telling you that I do appreciate all of your donations, and that allows me to be here and to continue. If you find yourself that you would like to support my channel and you can't do it, you just watch the commercials at the beginning, you know, at least the first 30 seconds of them. I know some of them are pretty weird because I've seen some of them that are like 25 minutes long. No, don't watch those, skip them. But ones that are like 10, 15, 30 seconds, yeah, you guys watch those. It helps out. It helps keep my channel in the YouTube algorithm and things like that. All right, bye. I love you. See you soon.